Sean Rory worships in his dance, dances in the joy of his faith. He is Baha'i. How do people react to you when you say, this is my faith? It's got to be very strange for some people.
Yeah, it is. It's expected because it's a fairly new religion. It's going to take time for people to get used to it. It's different. It has new teachings.
The new teachings were born in the Mideast about a century ago. Born of a new prophet with a philosophy of treating religion as a flowing, growing truth and not an absolute. The song of faith that these teens are singing is also one of promise and hope. But there's another song that has a sadder message.
A 16-year-old girl living in a land so cruel, she said.
This is the story of Mona, the story of an Iranian teen arrested, imprisoned, tortured for her faith. A dramatic story, yes, but a real-life drama that Yale professor Karim Sadeh says has been played out by hundreds of persecuted Baha'is in Iran. Is there great fear?
Strangely enough, there is no fear. There is a sense of mission, a sense of exhilaration even, and great steadfastness.
Karim Sadeh says Mona and others could have saved their own lives by recanting their faith and by returning to the Shiite beliefs that allow for no questioning. Mona did not recant. Mona welcomed the noose and died. In contrast, we turn again to Sean, another teen, this time in America, who, unlike Mona, lives in freedom and revels in his faith. This is Carol Rapp, Action 6 News.
And today, more than 200 gathered on the OSU Oval to celebrate a milestone. The Baha'is support a United Nations resolution for reforesting the world, and they've planted 20,000 trees in the United States. More than 5,000 of those have been planted here in Ohio. The ceremony today dedicated the landmark tree planting and also the 7 red buckeye trees that they have donated to the university. And in keeping with making a joyful noise unto their Lord, a group of dancers with the Baha'i Youth Conference performed at the Continent this afternoon. Members of the faith told us the energy of youth should be used in a positive way to express feelings of love for people through drama, dance, and comedy, rather than using that energy for destructive things. The Baha'i Youth Workshop is the name of the group.
Hello everyone, I'm Jim Schroeder and this is News Conference 4. Nearly 5,000 young people came to Columbus this past week for a somewhat different type of convention. The theme, Youth Can Move the World, sponsored by the Baha'i International Youth Conference. We'll find out more about the Baha'i faith and the conference. My guests today are Dr. Wilma Brady, a member of the National Spiritual Assembly of the Baha'is in the U.S., and Jim Markert, a delegate to the Youth Convention. So stay with us. News Conference 4 is next.
News Conference 4, Central Ohio's News Conference of the Year.
Welcome again, and Dr. Brady, if you could first explain, what is the Baha'i?
Coming up here at Ohio State University this week, and we have with us this morning Lisa Shadaman and Saeed Kadivian. If you could, good morning, and tell us a little bit about the Baha'i.
97.9, the new NCI, WNCI Columbus.
Good morning, this is Diane Kaiser, and you're listening to WNCI's Columbus on Center. Our guest today is Louis Mani, the local coordinator for the Baha'i International Youth Conference. The conference will take place at Ohio State University July 3rd through the 7th. Today we'll talk a little bit about the youth conference and about the Baha'i.
Several thousand young people have been spending this past week in Columbus at Ohio State University. They are members of the Baha'i movement, and the conference held at OSU, part of some of the festivities you'll see this year, the United Nations International Youth Year. Good morning and welcome to Sunday Magazine. I'm Jim Vitak, WBNS News. Joining me this morning are Gilbert Smith, chairman of the National Youth Committee of the Baha'is, and Saeed Kadivian. He is presiding in Taiwan, the Republic of China, and is chairman of the National Spiritual Assembly of the Baha'is of Taiwan. Gentlemen, welcome to Columbus and Sunday Magazine.
You're listening to Round Town Forum, special programming and the community interest from WNRE Radio. I'm Mary Margaret Van Diest. This edition of Round Town Forum will be devoted to a discussion of the Baha'i faith, how it differs from some of the other religions of the world, its importance in various countries, and a look at the Baha'i faith inside the United States today. We're delighted to have with us Saeed Khedivian. Mr. Khedivian is a member of the Baha'i faith. He is also chairman of the National Spiritual Assembly of the Baha'is of Taiwan, the Republic of China. Welcome to Round Town Forum, special programming from WNRE Radio. I'm Mary Margaret Van Diest. This edition of Round Town Forum will be devoted to a discussion of the Baha'i International Youth Conference, which is being held at the Ohio State University in Columbus, but involves participants not only from all over the central Ohio area, but also from all over the United States.